Hey everyone! What's up? It's Sashas here, and today I want to share a super special part of my journey in PKXD with you all. So, I've been playing PKXD since 2020, and honestly, from the moment I jumped in, I was hooked. One of the things that really caught my eye was how safe the game is for kids. But then I discovered something that became one of the most fun parts of PKXD for me: decorating houses. I loved taking ideas from my imagination and bringing them to life in the game. And the best part? The options were endless. I could create, mix and match, and try out different things until I had something that really showed off my vibe. I just loved it. But then, something even cooler happened. PKXD started adding games inside buildings, and I was like, wow, this is next level. It wasn't just about decorating anymore. I could create my own designs, build experiences, and turn my ideas into places where other players could come in and have a blast. That's when I really started making my own games and buildings. Slowly but surely, players began to check out my creations. And let me tell you, that totally motivated me to keep building, learning, and dreaming up new ideas. Then came one of the biggest moments of my journey. 2023, that's when I became a master builder in PKXD. Like, wow. It was such an amazing feeling. All that time spent creating, decorating, experimenting, and sharing my ideas really paid off. Out of all the buildings and games I made, two really stood out on the map. One was my Barbie dream house, and the other was, drumroll please, Howard School. These two projects made it to the top spots on the map, which was something I never even dreamed of when I started playing PKXD. But you know what made those moments even more special? The PKXD admins like Jenny and Dreadboy came to check out my games and took photos of my creations. Seeing my buildings being visited and photographed by them was just mind-blowing for me, because behind each build, there were so many hours of imagination, creativity, and tons of love for this game. Now, I want to show you something really cool. Here are the stats and results from my journey to becoming a master builder. For me, these numbers aren't just stats. They represent all the hours I spent creating, every player who visited my games, each idea I tried to make real, and every build that pushed me to keep improving. Looking back at that player who started in PKXD back in 2020, I never imagined where this game would take me. I started out decorating houses because I loved creating. Then I discovered buildings and began crafting my own experiences. Players started visiting my creations, and then in 2023, I became a master builder. That's my story in PKXD, and I can't wait to keep creating, innovating, and sharing even more ideas with you all, Sashas style. Thanks for joining me on this adventure. See you in PKXD.